is day 5 here in the classroom. Today's goal is to really maximize my time. It is currently 7:45 a.m. I'm going to work on making a list for my sister, so that way there's things that she can work on. So I have from 7:45 until 12 o'clock, and then from 12 to about 12:45 I'm gonna take a lunch break. And then at 1 o'clock I have my School 101 meeting with the new staff and our principal to go over just the norms and what needs to be done and how everything is done. So that's the goal today. I'm gonna double check on my class list to make sure that I have updated. I've already been entering things on Dojo, and so I've had parents respond, and I've been putting information about me on there. That way when they come in, they kind of feel like they've already known me, and I've kind of started to build that community, because that's one of the key things to start with parents, is just make sure that they feel like they know a lot about the teacher. And so other than that, I'm not going to do a time lapse today, because I think that you're not really seeing a whole lot of change anymore. You're just kind of seeing things move around, but I will physically show you the things that have changed at the end of the video. And plus I don't want to listen to music. Biggest accomplishment, I think, is finally clearing off that back counter. And then the desks are now all set up with their extension. I did decide to go with the extension instead of putting it on the back counter. So I have a little bin cabinets that we've been painting for the past few days green at the end of every desk, and that way it maximizes their table space. And then that way they're not trying to figure out where the bin goes, because when you put the bin there, kids always try to push it back and forth and figure out, I don't want it on my space. So now they have their own designated space. Right now that's all bin storage, so hopefully these will all be filled with items, like for my closet, that need to be separated out by type, but I do want to kind of go to a standardized system. I'm not really sure yet. That's a lot of money to kind of invest in that. I just need to put my book sets away, probably down in that corner. Now these are not curriculum anymore. I just went and put the curriculum outside, hoping that they would find it, but this is all just trash now and recycling. Leia's been working on separating my genres, and so I can make little labels for them. I usually don't go that in depth with the labeling yet. And then I put out some books that I recommend picking up, or some heavy rotation. I have my to-do list that I wrote up there for my sister and myself. The next big thing I think I'm gonna work on is covering these. One of the teachers before me wrote right on the wood, so I can't really do anything about it, but I will cover that with contact paper, which won't damage the wood, and that way I can peel it back off when I'm done, leaving it as I found it. I think I've kind of figured out that I am just gonna leave my computer desk right there and just use it simply for computers and like other items. I have a to-buy list right here, some important information pieces that I need for to call and follow up on. I'm gonna try to find a place for these twinkly lights. I might put it up there, around there. And then my equity sticks. And then my personal area over here is kind of coming together. I need to find the picture that I have of my daughters. It's somewhere in my house. And then my teacher resources. I am going to use these pool noodles that a teacher had donated to me for Star Wars Day, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do Star Wars Day here, but I think I'm going to use the noodles just to kind of add some accent to the bottom of the tables, just to kind of make it a little more fun, if I have time. It's not a priority right now. And then this is just my table of things that I still need to go through and figure out what to do with. This is really cool. I've always wanted to kind of do this, and it's where all of the colors are rainbow separated by tools, but I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the colored pencil. I still have to figure that out. I might use it for annotating. but then I have to buy a bunch of color pencils. So that's something to think about. So this is what I'm using for to cover my shelves. This is a brown cover. There's actually two different kinds. But this is the brown cover. This is called Quick Cover, and it's by contact paper. So that's what I'm using. And you want to cover them so that they look like this. That's the goal. Okay. So all I do is, it's almost like just like regular tape, I guess, is all I can think of how to compare it. So it's this brown cover and then there's a white side. And what's really cool is that there's little grid lines on it so that you can cut it apart. And then all I do is I measure it. And because this one has a little cutout right here, you can see the light kind of coming through. I just put it flat on top of it, like that. And then you just use a Sharpie, and then I cut it like that. I'm not too concerned about it being exactly the shape, because you can't really go up to the edge or else it just slides off. If your students don't mess with it too much, or if you're the only one who uses it, you'll be fine. But if it's a heavy duty one, you might be better off painting it. So I've cut out the little cutout, so now it looks just like that. And then I take the contact paper and it peels away from the backing pretty easily. So it's like this. And so I just peel off that white part. And then I place it on pretty close to the edge of the drawer. And I push from the middle outward. And I've been using scissors today, but I found my little
razor blade, which is probably easier. So then I just trim the edges right along that edge. And then I peel off that leftover pieces, the excess.
And you don't want any pieces on the side where you're going to push the drawer in, or else it'll pop off. And so there you go. You have your drawer all covered with the contact paper, and then I'll just push in this part that's kind of sticking up. Voila! Looks much better. Looking good. Most of the stuff off the table is ready to go. I have my teacher desk pretty much under control now, I think. My student material station, I have placed in there the whiteboards that I just received, so that was awesome. All of my crayons are there, dry erase markers, timers. I've covered those guys. To-do list is a little bit shorter. Can't wait to get some more of those lights so I can put above the other side, so it's just like a light area. I'm really excited that I have my little quote there with my books, and then maybe put something else above that. Library says it needs a lot of work. Lisa finished the student work area. That was awesome. Now I just have to get rid of the recycling and the trash. Take that home maybe. And we've emptied out the back table, so now it just has like folders in there. And one of the coolest things, I think, are the pool noodles. Thank you to Allison Smith, who donated those a while back. It was originally supposed to be used for my lightsabers. For my kids, we usually make those, but we kind of put them on the bottom of the tables, so that it kind of gives it a little bit of an oomph of color. It looks good.